Hello my crochet friends, this is Lady Jenna and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to review this crochet kit that I purchased from Dollarama. It's a chick. The cost is $2 plus tax Canadian. So looking at this chick, I would say that this is a beginner friendly crochet kit you should start with. Why? Because there's no color change. The shape is oval everywhere. It starts the same. And this is the type of thing that you should be starting with. Amigurumi is made of sphere-like shapes like this one. This is also a sphere but cut in half, only a half sphere. And this is a quarter sphere. So this is why. So let's take a look at the materials we get with this. So we get our fiber fill. You also have a yarn needle and black felt. I don't see the orange felt. Maybe it's in here somewhere. We'll see when we open this. Then we have the yarn, the white and the yellow yarn. I hope that we're not going to be running out of yarn. This is a tiny bit of yarn, so I'm really afraid of running out. We also get a crochet hook. This is a 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. What you will also be needing, a pair of scissors, and stitch markers. Those are very important. I always use these. And a pen and pencil to write on the pattern. Let's look at the pattern. The instructions are French, English, and Spanish. They tell you how to do a loop stitch. A loop stitch, of course, is a magic ring. So if you don't know how, you can follow this instruction. It's well explained. When they talk about the X crochet, this is a single crochet, the A is a decrease, and the V is an increase. So this is the pattern sheet. Of course, you do have that little bunny. I've already done a video for the bunny, but this is what we're going to be concentrating on. Now let's take a look at this. The way that this is written, it is not for beginners. Maybe beginners in China, but you have to understand how to read this. They don't really explain to you how to read the pattern. On top of this row, 7 actually rewritten this row, and they don't explain to you what FV is and what T is. This is creating what we call a scallop. The scallop is this form right here, or a shell. It's also called a shell. Let's call it a shell. I think that's a proper term. So here again, and I might have changed a few things. If we take a look at the pattern that I rewrote, this is my rewriting of the pattern. This will be in the description down below. So the way that I write my patterns is I tell you to do a single crochet followed by the next stitch, which is increased 5 times, and I give you the amount of stitches per row. Here they don't do that. They should, because after you've done a row, you can count your stitches to make sure you don't have a mistake. So this is why. So I'm going to start by doing the first, let's say the first 4 rows together. Start with the white yarn. This is a tiny bit of yarn. I am afraid that we're going to run out because we need to do the top and also the shell. So start off with your magic ring. It's not going, okay, there we go. I got it. Let's pull a little bit. And we need to do 5 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now we're going to close our loop. Just pull it. And we're going to start our second row. Oh yeah, and our second row is we're going to go into this first stitch we just made. And the second row says 5 single crochet increase, which is 2 single crochet in the same stitch. And this is where we're going to start using our stitch marker. And then I do 2. 1. Oh, this yarn. 1. This yarn is hard to work with, 2. Then I place my stitch marker into the first stitch that I just made. Let me see if I can place it correctly. There. Nope. You have to go through both loops. Okay. And then I continue 2 in all of these stitches around. This yarn gets caught. I don't know if it's my crochet hook that's doing that or if it's the yarn. 1, 2. Yeah, it's the yarn. 2. So if you're having too many issues using this yarn, try using a different yarn. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, I should have 10 stitches. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We do. So our row number 2 is complete. Now this yarn is not the best yarn. I've seen better yarn. It snags. I really don't like it, especially for beginners. It's not the best yarn. Let's do row number 3, which is 1 single crochet followed by an increase, and you do this 5 times for 15 stitches. Remove your stitch marker. Do your first single crochet, 1, place your stitch marker in the first stitch, followed by an increase, which is 2 single crochet in the next stitch, which is 1, 2, then 1 single crochet, then an increase, 1, 2, then 1 single crochet, then 2 in this one, 1 single crochet, then 2, 1, 2, 1 single crochet, and you finish with 2. So now you should have 15 stitches. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We do remove your stitch marker, and we're going to start row number 4. For row number 4, we do 2 single crochet followed by an increase 5 times to give us 20 stitches at the end. So let's do 2 single crochet. So 1 single crochet in each stitch. Place your stitch marker into the first stitch you just did, followed by 2 single crochet, followed by an increase. Oop. One, 2, so that's my increase. Now we do 2 single crochet, 1 in each, and then we do an increase, which is 2 single crochet in the same stitch. And you do that till the end of your row, and you continue. Don't forget to pull on the tail to close this and to weave your tail in. So following this, go ahead and do up to row number 6, and I will be back to explain to you how to do row number 7. So I have up to row number 6 completed. We're going to do row number 7, but before I continue, I just want to explain something to you. I want to explain this. What is a T and what is an F? A T is a half double crochet and the F is a double crochet. Now I'm not going to follow this. I actually rewrote row number 7. It's this. So you're going to start off with a slip stitch followed by a half double crochet, and then 2 double crochet increases, and then a half double crochet. You do this 6 times, and this should give you 36 stitches. slip stitch. So go ahead and do a slip stitch, not too tight. With this yarn it's hard because it catches and you have to pull. Stitch marker into that slip stitch. Then you continue with a half double crochet. Then you do 2 double crochet increases, which means that there's 2 stitches we're going to do 2 double crochet. This one you do 2 double crochet because it's an increase, and this one you do 2 double crochet. So this is 4 double crochet in total. So let's do our first 2. 1, 2, then another 2 in the next stitch. 1, 2, then a half double crochet. And then you start over. A slip stitch, then a half double crochet, 2 double crochet increases. So this is okay, so there's 2 double crochet in the same stitch, that's 1, and then 2 double crochet in the stitch after, and that's our second double crochet. Okay, and then you do a half double crochet. And you start over with a slip stitch. Like this. Okay, so see, it's starting to take shape. Nice little shape. And then continue around up until your stitch marker, and then you can bind off. Or now once you reach your stitch marker, do a slip stitch into where the stitch marker is to finish it off. Once that is done, you can go ahead and do this shell. It's the same thing. Just follow the same kind of instructions. The shell, the little finish or the little shell is a little bit different, but this is well explained. Once you have done this, then you can start your chick. The chick does have decreases, and I will explain to you how to do the decreases. This is the top of the shell completed. Not too bad. And this is the bottom. The only thing I would have changed in the bottom is I would have added maybe a little bit more rows. It looks okay, and I did run out of white yarn. I had to go into my stash and get some white yarn. So I did manage to run out. So there's not enough. So this is the chick. I did up to row number 12. Now we're going to do row number 13, which are decreases. I'll show you how. And yes, I did run out of yarn. And about this crochet hook, I really don't like the crochet hook. This crochet hook combined with the yarn that it comes with is not a good match. This tends to pull the yarn. I tried a different hook and it went better. So if you can replace this hook, use a different one. So let's go and start the decrease. Row number 13 says you do 4 single crochet followed by a decrease. Let's do that. So this is 1. The tail that you see here is because I changed colors. 1, put your stitch marker. 2, 3, and 4. And to do a decrease, which is 2 stitches combined together to create 1, go into the first stitch, yarn over, pull through, go into the second stitch, yarn over, pull through. Now you've got 3 stitches, yarn over, pull through all 3. You continue with 4 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and do another decrease, yarn over, pull through into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3, another 4 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and do the same thing, a decrease, and you continue all around like this. Do this up to row number 17. Once you're at 17, I'll show you how to close the top of this chick. Don't forget to stuff with fiber fill. Start stuffing.